It was good, Christine.
I'm
I
laughing. You
loved
just
it.
can't see behind the
Thank you. I laughed really hard at that. I was also very drunk at that point, but no say. Okay.
I can patch background like a library.
This is a dumbass.
It would be smart.
Oh, should I make us prominent for the podcast?
Texas.
Oh, Tejas. Wow.
Texas paying us? I don't think they are.
All them damn Democrats coming from California ruining our people.
It's like no, the people who like Texas for Texas don't live in Austin anyway.
Okay, we are
Can
live.
confirm.
Literally. All
Austin
right.
is Little Soho.
Pat is gone.
Jackson, did you say we're live?
Yes.
We are.
Hello.
Oh God.
Cheers to that.
Hey. That was Kroger.
Little Soho.
She walked in, looked at me, said hi, and just walked out.
Well, she probably realized that you're busy and was being very polite.
Jackson, what are you chewing on?
Raw?
I'll give you $100 if you figure out what you just said.
What are you chewing on?
I'm not Jackson.
Oh no!
It's like,
Jordan,
Oh,
what
yeah,
are
I
you
just
chewing on?
Well, we're about to start. Thank you.
Yes, we are.
Everyone say hi.
Hi.
We're about to start
ask Muncher,
RPG.
that's funny.
Oh,
There you go.
that means good.
yes.
Can I be Mike? Hawk? What's a
There's Gary Diddlesworth.
I made it.
what's a heavy name?
I'm looking at the mug.
Hey, you got to get a better background, buddy.
Peggy.
Oh, okay. You're not gonna like it.
A lot.
Something like some wrestler's name or something.
I feel like Ashley. Ashley sounds like
Pam.
Big Ashley.
It's just ham.
No, ham. Also ham.
Naming yourself Ham is insane.
I kind of love it though.
Can't change my name. How do I do this?
I don't know. That would be something that's
You stand?
machine.
There should be
Are
like
you
The
working on-
brownies are in the.
Okay.
I'm on
Hey,
the
if you
iPad,
if you click, if you hover over your name, oh, she's iPad. I don't know.
I don't know iPads. My kids can rename themselves on their iPads though, so
I'm sure she
I might
can.
have to leave and then rejoin.
What a a
Why don't you
burn.
just Google how to
Okay.
What
Gary
makes you-
Diddlesworth with the
Can you
fire.
give me an option at the beginning?
I
While
can't get
we're
this
waiting
Gary Diddlesworth, dude. He's
to everybody
like,
figure this out. Hey stream, welcome. We are playing. What is the name of this today, Hannah?
it's called Survive the Night. That's the game system. I'm not gonna tell them the name of the game though. They'll find that out in the middle of it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Damn.
We have our lovely friend of the show, Ashley Thickworth.
Tap settings and then tap your name.
Kayla will also be joining us.
Maybe hit the drop down on Zoom.
Dropped them
At
on
the
Zoom.
top?
Ah, no, come back.
Can't.
It's going to be a good time. Ready to have a good time.
Oh yes, we're gonna have an incredible time. We'll introduce our characters in a little bit once we figure out this name situation.
Yes.
It just may not happen.
It just may not happen.
As per usual, we are the technical support Twitch channel.
We only have 3 former IT workers in this chat.
And
And
4
no,
people built a computer and have no idea how to work any of it.
or change the name on Zoom.
Mm.
Oh,
She
She'll
just
be
left.
She's gonna try and do the.
Bro, you guys are fucking desperate at the gym. I went before this and I look like shit, and I cannot believe how many men are still like. And I'm like, I look like a freaking
No, no, no,
anime.
no, no.
I look like an anime male right now. Like I don't know.
Look
what
at
you
me.
want from
you look
Nope.
gorgeous.
No matter where you go or what
It's
you
so
look like, 100 men want to lick the inside.
Stop talking right now.
Jordan's name is A.S. Muncher, so
Look at Jordan's girlfriend.
She wants to be mad, but she has no context, so she can't.
she's like shit.
absolutely
Oh,
fine.
Like when you go to the gas station and whatnot, and men
Also, when you get
look at
bangs
you
cut and you're
like
Asian,
nothing.
you unlock a whole new
Oh,
world
I
of
got
creepy
that
men.
from a chick one time.
Jesus Christ.
She was like,
Y'all are nasty.
"Hey, what you doing later?" I was like,
Done.
I'm just here for Diet Coke. Like I want to go home. No, thank you.
I'm here for a diet.
They're
Coke.
good. Take these away from me. These are really good.
I'm ready.
I've been ready.
Sorry.
It's not about me.
Oh, it's about me.
It always is.
This is my game. Just kidding. These are jokes.
All right.
These
All
are
right.
jokes that she texts me. Is my forehead big?
First off, I did not ask yet.
Yet.
There we go. Perfect.
Oh, Pat's on a 5-month streak.
We
Who's
did
Pat?
it.
Good point.
Ready?
Gary.
Okay.
Diddlesworth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, are you guys ready? Looks like you guys are ready.
I'm ready.
I'm fucking ready.
All right, everyone has their character sheet.
Yes.
Everyone has their D6 or their dice roller up on their computer.
Got it.
Lit. Okay. So for our game, we'll start off by going around and introducing our characters. You can just briefly describe yourself and then just tell us what your class is and just describe like your person so we can kind of visualize it a little bit. We could go with our leader first.
Okay.
Go ahead, introduce yourself.
I am A.S. Muncher. I am the leader, class type, not necessarily the leader of the group. We will figure that out as things go. So I am good with perception and then diplomacy. I'm also courageous. I don't know about that, but we'll see. And my appearance is 29-year-old attorney, wears good suits, and an incredible beard.
What does it say
Fucking
that?
Phoenix right here.
Yeah.
It me.
Wow.
He wrote that.
What does the
Okay.
AS stand for?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. That was my next question.
Just AS.
Yep. My first name is A. My middle name is S.
Nice. Very creative parents.
Can't blame me.
All right, why don't we go with our hunter next?
So I'm Chuck Biggington. Now you can see my mouth. Chuck Biggington.
COVID.
6'3", 280 pounds. Just the biggest, nastiest beard that you can imagine. And just always dressed in camo, head to toe. And my biggest character trait is that I cannot and will not stop talking about guns.
But you don't have a gun on you right now.
Do not have a gun, and you will hear about it every fucking turn until I have one.
All right, that sounds great. Thanks, Chuck Biggington.
Second Amendment. Ever heard of it?
How about our bookworm next?
Yeah. My name's Gary Diddlesworth. I'm a bookworm. I'm 5'4", 290 pounds, 56-year-old, work at a library. I ain't got no
You're
hairs.
older.
I ain't got no hairs and no bitches. I got tape on my eyeglasses only to talk about the tape on my eyeglasses. My glasses are actually not broken.
Do you actually need your glasses too?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. He's very polite. Love it. All right. How about our ball player burnout?
My
Like
name's
that add-on.
Jackson. I'm a former ball player living in my hometown in my late 20s.
Oh no.
Don't have much going on. Much like Cardell Jones, didn't go to school, didn't come here to play school. Between working at the local chop shop and bumming it at the busted down house my parents left me, spend my time hitting up the local bars and hitting up the ladies that occupy them. Doesn't go great. Even after showing the old heater. Not huge fans of that.
And what is this old heater you're speaking of?
So just 2 fingers, just whip it. They do not like that.
All right. We love it. It's quite an eclectic group so far. How about our heavy next?
Hey, so I'm Ashley Fixworth. I am what some guys would call heavy. I have a large build, so that adds to my build value because clearly. I'm pretty good. I'm decently athletic for my size. I think it's more a momentum game than a speed game. But yeah, I'm 5'9", 240, and what can I say? In the words of Trinidad Jones, she ain't fat, bruh. She's just a little thick.
Trinidad James.
She did her best.
She almost stuck the landing.
She almost had it.
It was so close. So close.
How hard it was to say that. Oh my god.
You
She
did a
wrote
great
every
job.
word of that down. Every word.
She saw all the words like before, like looking at them.
No, that was beautiful. I loved it. And then our sleuth.
What up? My name is Sally Slithington. I'm tiny but mighty. Solid 4 feet.
Ooh.
Good at picking
Yikes.
locks and setting fires. That's about it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so also our group is very eclectic. So before we start, we need to brainstorm just really quickly. Why are we going on a road trip? Like, why are we in a van right now all together? I'm not in the van. You guys are in the van. But why would you guys be together in a van right now going cross country?
Prison transport.
Yeah, it's got to be prison transport.
We're taking someone to prison. Like someone's finally.
No, we are the prisoners.
We're being
bitch.
transported to prison.
There's a man named Ass Muncher.
I
Gary
hate,
Diddlesworth.
What was that?
I,
Van?
I hate saying no to that, but you guys are not imprisoned right now. You guys
Not yet. We're on the way.
I feel like the high school friends that are going on a reunion trip.
Actually, I think
First of all, why are you shooting at us right now?
What?
If Kevin's here, there's absolutely not going to be a reunion. Because
I think we're all on a Greyhound bus just heading through the Midwest.
No, we're not
You
that
guys-
poor.
Who's
You
gonna
guys-
eat us?
no,
We're not
you
that
guys,
I
poor.
don't get eaten.
Wait, hold on. I am 100% that poor. I work in a library
Actually, they get paid pretty well.
until they don't.
He works at a library.
No, you guys are in a van right now. Like you guys are like in a van. Everyone has like a seat. Maybe you guys have like bench seats, and the van actually has some. You guys all have some cash, cell phones, and a road map, and then you guys also have your additional gear that we just collected. But we can go with the high school reunion just to have it said and done with.
Maybe we all found each other on Reddit because we don't have a lot of friends,
Mm.
and we're going on a camping trip.
I got confused. I thought it was 4chan.
It's a
Okay,
thread
see-
idea.
So like, do you guys know each other well? You think, or like you're
Barely.
getting to know each other on this road trip?
We're
Yeah.
working through it.
Wait, so we are on a Greyhound bus?
No, you're in a van. Like one of you rented it. Who would want to be driving the van? Like who would be in charge of the keys this trip?
I feel like I'd be driving. I'm
Oh.
like I work in a child
Wait, is it a
mechanic.
big white van? Is it a big shuttle van? Because Diddlesworth.
Yeah, Diddlesworth. That's my MO.
I would say whoever. It doesn't really matter, but if just for like visualization as I describe things.
I think Diddlesworth is driving.
Yeah, Mr. Diddlesworth is driving the van.
All right.
That's
All
my
right.
father.
Oh, so we're calling you Gary.
Yeah, call me Gary.
Okay, so we're in a van. We met on what did we meet on?
Reddit.
4chan? Reddit.
Reddit.
Okay, we met on Reddit. We wanted to go on a road trip, so we're all just together, and Gary is driving us right now. So this is like day 2 of your road trip. It's October 13th on this particular day. Also,
Alright.
just as a reminder too, I know I mentioned this last time. Taking notes is optional, but suggested, but not needed.
Encouraged even.
Yeah, whatever you want to do. Okay, so we're in the van. We're going cross country. It's almost sunset. It's October 13th, and it's time to pull over. And I would say our leader probably has the roadmap in his hands, probably doing his leadership duties, and is looking and seeing that the next town that makes the most sense to stop in is called Belford. And you can see on the roadmap that you have, it has some lodging, it has a diner, and you can see it. It makes sense. It also has a gas station. So you guys are planning on stopping there. So, Gary, as you're driving, you see the sign for Belford and you start turning, and the sun's setting as you're driving. And as you turn on this road that leads to Belford, it's pretty empty. It looks really similar to 192 when you're driving through Kissimmee, if you guys could recognize
Abortion
that.
billboards.
Exactly. Just pastures, just nothingness. And it's pretty dark, so you can't really tell much, but you do know that there's really not much going on. You've driven about 15 minutes, and you finally see on the left that there's a 2-story building that's all wooden, a little rundown looking, but you see a sign that says Bradshaw's Bed and Breakfast, and you see a vacancy sign lit up. So Gary turns in, and looks like a good place to camp for the night. So you guys turn in. As you are parking the car, you see an older gentleman in his 60s, 70s, standing on the porch, smoking a cigarette. He has a trucker hat on. He has a plaid green shirt, jeans, and some dirty boots. And he's standing there smoking a cigarette. And he sees you guys getting out of the car, unpacking your things, getting out your things. And he pulls a cigarette out of his mouth and he goes, Nancy, we've got some guests. And you can tell he's talking to someone in the bed and breakfast. And shortly thereafter, you see a cute little blonde girl, maybe early 20s, come out. She's really perky. And she looks at all of you and she goes, well, hello there. Are you all looking for some lodging? And now you get to talk to her.
Why
Just
you
my
got us
type.
in a sundown town right now?
And
It's okay. They don't like me either.
Oh, I
Cool.
can't talk to women.
Jordan, as the leader, shouldn't you be spearheading this conversation?
Yeah,
Yes,
Mr. Muncher, Muncher
I
Esquire.
can't talk to women.
She,
Yes,
She-
we are looking for some lodging.
well, wonderful. We're actually completely free right now. It's not really the season. People only come here. We have a few rooms available. We have one really large family room you guys could take, all stay together, save some money. We also have some few twin rooms and a few single rooms too. Whatever y'all would like.
How many beds are in the family room?
There's 8 beds in there.
That one. I
we'll
vote
take
that.
that. We'll go with that. We'll go
We're
with the family
brokies.
room.
Yeah, we're brokies.
Oh well, yeah. It really is a bang for your buck on that one. So she's like, well, come on then, and she tells you guys to pick up your things, and the old man comes down and asks if you guys would want any help. He kind of just puts his hands out to see if you want him to take any luggage from you guys. You guys proceed up the stairs into the bed and breakfast, and you walk through a dining room first, and it's pretty run down looking. It's old. It has some like knickknacks and tchotchkes, and everything looks a little caked in dust. You can see there's a kitchen, but you don't pass through it. You pass through a living room area, and you go up these stairs. The stairs are kind of lined with these old grainy photos, and you go up 2 flights of stairs and eventually get to the 3rd floor, and she opens up the door, and you see 4 single beds on one side and 2 bunk beds on the other side. And she goes, well, if you need anything, we'll be downstairs. Curfew is in 3 hours, so we'd ask that you be in your room by then. And also, if you need anything, there's some breakfast snacks downstairs and some tea and some coffee. And breakfast is served at 8 a.m. And she closes the door and walks away.
Curfew.
I
the
need
fuck
someone
am
to
I,
explain.
12?
Yeah, curfew. What are we doing here?
Oh, fuck.
This
And then
sounds
you go-
like the plot of Get Out. Like, and if that's the case, Jackson, you're not. Jordan! Oh my god.
She doesn't see clothes.
She doesn't see anything right now.
So she essentially told you that there's not like you're not supposed to be in bed, but you just shouldn't be roaming around the bed and breakfast past 10 at night. And breakfast is in the morning at 8 a.m. And her and
Did she leave?
yeah, she walked down the stairs. You heard her kind of walking down, and you can hear that the television is on in the living room right now. So they must be hanging out in the living room or something. And you guys are left to your own devices in this family-sized room. So you guys are welcome to explore your environment right now. You could also just go to bed if you want. You can go and talk to them. You guys were really great at exploring your environment, so I trust that whatever you guys feel inclined to do right now.
I want to go ask her why there's a curfew.
Okay.
Listen, I want to ask, but the curfew is because of the color of my skin. So
Well,
I'm
let
going to
Mr.
ask-
Diddlesworth
Right.
handle that.
I'll walk with Gary, so because he can't talk to women, so
Yeah.
I'll walk with Gary in order to ask her why there's a curfew.
As you exit your room, you kind of got rushed up to your room, so you didn't really notice. But this floor has another room in it, and also has a linen closet. As you walk down the stairs, you also see that there's a couple of doors on the second floor, and you can see there's another linen closet. And in the first floor, you see this woman and the older gentleman. You know, the woman's name is Nancy. You don't really know the older gentleman's name, but she's just sitting there watching television, and she turns, she goes, "Oh, well, y'all need anything at all?"
Hi, Nancy. Please excuse my friend here. We were just wondering. You said there was a curfew at 10 p.m. Is there any reason for that? We're just curious.
Well, no, we just go to bed at 10, and we don't really like hearing the footsteps around. It's a pretty old building, so it gets a little noisy if people are walking around, and Pa here, he needs to sleep, so he just asked just for courtesy reasons.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Hey, thank you. I leave.
Yeah.
Walk up the stairs.
Additionally, I'd like to ask if there's anything else on the first floor living room. Is anything off limits? Do we kind of have free range?
Are you asking her or me?
I'm asking her.
Okay. She's sitting in a lazy boy. She goes, "Oh well, right there is the kitchen. There's some muffins and some bananas and some hot coffee I just brewed up. If you'd like some of that, you're welcome to go over there if you'd like." And there really isn't anything of note besides the dining room and the kitchen.
All right. I thank Nancy. I'm gonna go to the kitchen, grab a couple muffins, put them in my pocket.
All right. There's
Get parts of
blueberry.
those out throughout the day.
There's blueberry and there's chocolate chip.
I'm gonna grab one of each.
Okay. All right. And they're individually, they're wrapped up individually in
there's
nice
those
plastic
fucking
wrap.
I hear the
Otis
sound of
Spunkmeyer.
muffin wrappers and runs down and gets a muffin.
Spunkmeyer.
All right. I'm gonna.
Gary down the stairs.
Yeah.
Entenmann's. That's what I was thinking. Entenmann's
I
muffins.
take 3 chocolate chip muffins.
No, you can definitely tell they're homemade.
Okay.
They're nice big ones.
I take 3.
Excellent. You left 1 chocolate chip left, and there's 3 more blueberry.
Perfect. All right. I'm gonna go back upstairs to meet all my acquaintances again.
I immediately eat muffin.
You eat it in the kitchen, like, are you standing next to Nancy?
Over the sink.
Like,
Over the sink.
Just getting muffin
There's
everywhere.
some crumbs on the
Yeah.
counter.
so you left crumbs on the counter. Got it. Cool.
Yep.
Okay.
It's 2 muffins.
Everyone else in the bedroom. I know you guys didn't say what you want to do, but just so you know, in the bedroom there's a couple of like side tables, and again there's like a linen closet and a room on this floor as well. So you're free to explore if you'd like.
Can I take a shower?
Sure. There's a private bath in this family room, and it's not the best temperature, like the best pressure, but it gets the job done. And there's like a bar of soap.
Alright, so I'm gonna throw my bag of crap on one of the beds in the corner, like establish where I'm sleeping. Take out my can of dip, throw one in, and start walking around, seeing like looking around the room, admiring all
Talking
the
about
photos
how
on
cool
the
high
wall,
school was.
thinking about the good old days.
Reminisce.
Do you want to look around the room?
Yes.
Okay. You notice that everything is just kind of old and a little caked in dust. There's a side table next to each one of the single beds, and then there's one in the middle of the bunk beds. And you open it, and you see there's a Holy Bible in it, and like a paper for important phone numbers in the town of Belford.
I'm gonna grab that piece of paper with the phone numbers on it. See if there's any restaurants open, anything nearby, anything that needs food.
You can actually see on there. There's one place to eat. It's called Lars Diner. But they closed at 7 p.m. You can actually see that on there. It's like almost like a little advertisement.
7:05, isn't it?
No, it's 8 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, the sun went down, so it's
So
about
you
that time.
can't go outside.
I sure fucking can. I would love to take a shower, get comfortable if we're not going anywhere.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, water pressure wasn't great, but it did the job. And Yeah, you feel cozy and rested. Are you in your PJs now?
It's just some sweats and a t-shirt. So I guess
Nice.
kind of.
Nice. Cool.
I wait awkwardly outside the bathroom.
Sir.
What's
Sir. Get
Okay.
it together.
Gary, get away. Just chill out.
My
for a second.
stomach
They'll
hurts.
be
My
fine.
stomach hurts.
Yeah, I'm sure it
You can
does.
wait you can wait a single minute, Gary.
His
I hate
guts
that,
hurt.
I hate that
We
muffin way
stopped
too fast.
5 times on the way here. You can just, I've never seen someone just so much all the time.
Oh my god. Okay. Ashley or Sally, do you guys want to do anything? Investigate anything, or just
Is there
relax?
Is there like a middle bed open?
So I don't know which gentleman took which bed, but there's still a couple of open single beds.
I'd like a single bed toward the middle, not by the window, not by the door.
Cool. Okay. So you claim your spot. It's yours.
Is there a bunk
That's
bed
fine.
open?
No one's claimed any of the bunk beds, so
Okay, I take a bottom bunk, put my luggage in the top bunk.
nice.
God, Andy's an asshole.
Really sharing over there, Gary, huh?
Well, there's 8 beds, so
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. No one
Well,
actually
I
needs
didn't
it.
even ask, you know, just like.
is there a
kinda
bigger bed? Like a full-size bed, so I can just like.
No.
Okay. Can I look around in disgust after my shower and just be like, ugh, I have to live in these
Sure.
quarters?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to
You're
be
the one who
bougie
told
with
us to stop here.
I wasn't driving.
No, but it made the most sense financially to go here. I will say that there's some I don't want to like press you guys, but there's other things to explore if you want to explore other things outside of the room.
Hi, I was trying to do that.
There we go.
Everyone's a little louder than me. I was gonna go down the hallway,
Okay.
kind of look around.
Sure. So I would say the linen closet kind of catches your eye. It's one of those like folding doors, so like when you open it, it kind of closes into one. And you open it and you see a whole lot of towels and different sheets and things like that. But you see something on the bottom of a shelf. Can you actually roll to see how well you perceive this?
5.
Excellent. And I think you have an addition to your perception. So your character sheet even gives you a little bit more.
7.
It's a 7.
Oof. Okay. That's an excellent roll. So
Great roll.
for
Mhm.
people, if they're watching, this is a D6 system. We're only using 6-sided dice. So she rolled excellently. So as you're going through it, Nancy, very sleuth-like, you come across a water bottle. And the water bottle actually has like a piece of paper taped to it. And on that piece of paper, it has a Bible verse. And it says, "And everyone who thus hopes in him purifies him as he is pure." And it says 1 John 3:3. And you look at it, and since you rolled a 7, you kind of realize, like, is this like holy water or something? And you kind of get a realization it's kind of like homemade, not homemade, but like home stashed holy water that you just found.
Pretty good.
And along with that, because you rolled such a great number, you also see like this small little black box, almost like a briefcase, but like a mini briefcase that is just sitting right underneath the bottled water.
Or bring it into the room. Or
You want to open it in the room?
Yeah.
Sure. So you get over to the room and you open it up, and it's actually a flare gun, and it has 4 flares in it.
Is that a gun? Is that a gun I see?
I heard it. I heard the gun.
Chuck takes the gun immediately.
So you see this flare gun. You can tell they're red flares, and you also found that bottle of holy water. Do you want to keep it?
Why not?
Sure.
Huh? Can
that
I get a whole little bottle of water there? I got one on me, but I don't really want to pour it out, and I
Ew,
really
not
need a
this
spitter.
spit bottle.
I
You
really
better-
need a spitter so bad.
The
You don't
answer
want me to
is
spit on
no.
the floor? Fine. I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I want to go down to the 2nd floor
Okay.
and check out the closet there.
Okay.
Isn't there a bedroom on the 3rd floor? Sorry.
There is, but if you were go to try to handle it, is locked.
Cool.
2nd floor, Chuck. Do you want to try just all the doors and just see what happens?
Is
Or do
is
there's
one
a
of the doors
linen-
clearly a closet, or
Yeah, there's another like very obvious linen closet.
I'm going straight for the closet. I'm not trying to see what's behind those other doors.
Okay, as you open the linen closet, it's again a bunch of linens, but you do see like a mini fire extinguisher that you can see. It's pretty portable, and you also come across a photo album, like a very large photo album.
Can I open up that photo album and flip through?
Yeah. As you flip through, you're realizing that you're actually looking through the family that you met downstairs. It's their names are Lewis and Nancy, but you're seeing really young pictures of Lewis and with a really beautiful woman, and it's very obvious that these are like wedding photos from when he was married back 50 years ago. And as you get farther through, you just see that like family and him having kids with this woman, and just kind of an older family album.
Okay. Can I
Gotta go.
grab that fire extinguisher? Is that fire extinguisher like free to take in, or is it locked?
Yeah, it's just like one of those like mini ones that I have underneath my sink right now type thing. So you're welcome to take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that back to the room.
Sure.
Closest thing to
Chuck,
a
you
gun
fucking
you've seen
hoarding
in
shit.
days.
I'm going
Nice
back to the
people.
kitchen to grab the rest of the muffins.
Really wants those muffins. Were they good?
I look
Listen,
I look
Yeah.
around in that room as well.
I look at
Gary,
Gary and I go, hell yeah, brother. Oh, yeah.
well, Gary, as you go to grab more muffin, Nancy saw you the first time, and she turns around and she goes, "You sure are hungry? Would you like me to fix you something to eat?" Well,
That was
I hear what's going on. Yeah, he wants you to make him food.
He's hungry.
I will take a full Popeyes family meal, please.
Popeyes? What is a Popeyes?
Whatever
You're
you
in rural Tennessee with that accent. She knows what Popeyes is.
got. Yes, please. Please make me dinner.
She goes to so she comes into the kitchen, and you guys are now in this smaller space together, just so you know. It's this beautiful blonde young woman, and she's going into the walk-in fridge. She goes into the walk-in fridge, she comes out, is kind of holding a few things, and ends up just kind of putting out some leftovers on a plate, popping in a microwave, and handing it to you. And it looks like meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and green beans. And she goes, "You can sit in our dining room and enjoy this if you'd like." And she kind of walks away and kind of giggles at you.
Okay, I will use. Can I do a perception roll to see if there's anything in this food?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Like if
Gary's
you
really
saw her,
intense on his food.
Yeah,
Vanessa,
kinda-
anything?
I'm thinking like scary movie guy with the weird hand.
No,
Oh, no.
she's beautiful. You can roll if you want.
I rolled a 6 and have plus
Okay.
3.
Excellent roll. You saw her be very genuine with making this meal.
Okay,
She
that's
honestly, when you saw her making it, she was honestly like excited to do it because she seems like a very maternal type person. She was
She put
thrilled
her
to be
fucking
making this.
foot in that meatloaf.
So no, you're good. And also that perception check too, as you're just looking around the kitchen, you don't see anything of note. You do notice though that there is a cork board with like some things on it, just like old things posted, and there is a map that is on there that I will send right now to us in the chat. Give me 1 second. Here it is. I'm going to send it in this Zoom chat right now. And technically anyone can look at it. Obviously it's right there, but our bookworm is the one who's looking at it. So that's our town map that you come across in the kitchen.
Can I go?
And also,
down-
I would say we have about 30 minutes left till you guys have to go to sleep or go into your room.
Okay, so can I go downstairs and go talk to Lewis?
Sure,
I would like to know
absolutely.
what he's got going on, and hopefully it's
Definitely.
not calling me the N word.
Assuming his name is Lewis.
What are you picturing? Give us like a physical description of Lewis. Like looks like or
Yeah.
housing.
So Lewis, when AS Muncher comes down the stairs, he sees Lewis, an older gentleman, sitting in a lazy boy. He has a bottle of scotch next to him, but he has a small glass with a couple of things of ice in it. And he's sitting there just sipping on it. And he's very old and wrinkly. You can tell his hands are weathered. He's definitely a working man. He has a trucker hat on and a green plaid shirt on. And he's sitting there sipping his scotch and staring at the television, which is playing the Andy Griffith Show right now.
Classic.
And he kind of turns to you, AS, but he doesn't really say anything to you. Just kind of looks and kind of gives you a head nod and a little bit of a cheers, and turns back to the Andy Griffith Show.
I will take that for what it is, and I will.
I'm going to remind you, you have a literal skill that helps you talking to humans.
Yes, I understand. But
I
also
won't use it.
No,
Jordan.
what else is
Jordan,
it say?
come on.
I'm gonna
Okay,
ask while he
let
does
me-
this. I'm gonna ask anyone if they want to run out to the gas station.
I would say on that,
That's
yeah.
not.
Want to do that? Okay, cool.
That's also
Say too, Gary, even though you looked at the map and you saw a gas station, when you pulled in, you didn't see another building for a while, so you're not really sure on like the length of distance on that map at all.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Offer
AS,
I
do
will
you want?
roll and see if I can talk to Lewis about
Sure.
whatever he's got going on.
So you're gonna add whatever the diplomacy skill tells you to add.
So
I think it's +2.
okay. I got a 2.
You rolled a 2.
4.
Yes, I rolled a 2.
Okay, and then you add 2 to it.
2. Yes. So 4.
Excellent. So you got a 4. That's great. So do you want to ask him something, or do you want him to just talk to you?
I want him to just talk to me. See what
Got it.
he's got going on.
Whatever you're comfortable with. So he's sipping a scotch and he turns to you and well, it's the town of Belford. It's really not much at all. Me and my wife, we opened up this bed and breakfast. God bless her heart. She died a few years ago, and it's just me and Nancy here now taking care of it. Nancy's my granddaughter, and Nancy's in the kitchen cleaning up muffin crumbs. So she's not there right now, and this town doesn't really have much to offer. It's real small. I mean, we don't even have a pub. This is my bar right here, and he holds up the bottle of scotch. But there's a diner, there's a sporting goods store, there's a church, there's a cemetery my wife was buried at. Not much. You can ask more questions if you want, but that's all I'm going to give you if you're not going to ask me any questions.
I'll ask some questions. You mind if I have a drink with you?
Absolutely. And he points to the glasses that are sitting in a china cabinet across the way. And you grab one, I imagine.
Yeah,
He pours you one.
Okay. And then I want to ask, so like, how did you end up in
How
this?
does wife die? How does wife die? How does wife die?
Yeah, that's probably.
But it's up to Jordan. It's
You
up to
can't
Jordan.
start there.
So how did your wife die, sir?
Come on.
Like,
How did you end up here? Then we'll get to how his wife died.
You got 30 minutes.
well,
If he's up talking to me, can't be mad that we're up.
me and Lucy, we just wanted to move somewhere that we could buy a nice piece of land to build a bed and breakfast on. It was always her dream to have a bed and breakfast, and so we found real cheap land here in Belford and just built it up.
So, tell me about your wife. Tell me a little bit about your wife.
She was beautiful. She was gorgeous. She did all the cooking for the bed and breakfast, so we don't really have as good as breakfasts as we used to, but she was wonderful and she's missed, but she's with us here now always. And he kind of looks up and nods and continues to drink.
Now I'm going to ask how his wife died, or how did she pass? With some couth and tact that none of you have.
There's a ghost.
Well, we're old and she was old, and that's what happens when you get old about my age, sir.
It's all bullshit.
Sorry for your loss.
I'm not going to...
You can make a perception check to see if he's lying, or you can see and feel out if he's lying.
I'll make the perception check. Let me get my
Yeah.
dice up. So I got a 2.
So
Okay.
4.
But don't you have a plus on your perception and diplomacy? But this isn't really
I
diplomacy.
have +2 on perception and +2 on
Okay.
perception.
So with that +4, he's not lying. He's being a very honest gentleman. Like, he's just talking about his dead wife. He's an old man. Obviously, that's just life. Nancy hears your conversation though, and she comes out and she turns to AS and she goes, "Well, did you want to know about Belford? I do love this town so much. It's small and quaint, but there's some crazy things going on here."
Tell me a little bit more about what's going on here in Belford.
Well, once you go into town tomorrow, you'll see there's this missing kid, something with a J. I don't remember his name, but he's been missing now for a little while, and supposedly he was last seen at our competition, the Belford Inn. And Belford Inn, they're bougie and uppity and way more expensive than us, but people like that one a little bit more because it's cleaner. But he was last seen there before he went missing.
Well, I don't know what to do with this.
You don't have to do anything with it.
Okay.
You can just have that information.
Are we upstairs too?
Most people are.
We're downstairs.
I would say AS is downstairs. Someone could have heard them talking and walked down if someone wants to ask more questions. Or you guys don't have to ask any at all. We can all just go to bed too.
Can I make a perception roll about the room? See if there's anything else that's in there.
Our bedroom that we're sleeping in right now,
Correct. Yeah.
Nothing else of note. Like you didn't have to roll for it. It
Okay.
genuinely is just like a rundown family size room.
I want to go back down to the second floor and check the rooms that aren't the closet. I've changed my mind.
Yeah, how many rooms are
Please
there?
tell me you
I'll
still
go
have
with-
the flare
I'll
gun
go
and
with-
extinguisher on you as well.
I'll go with Chuck.
Okay.
Just
All three of us are going now.
Okay, you guys are creeping around, and
Yeah.
you get to the second. You get to the exactly. You get to the second floor. There's 3 doors that are obviously bedrooms, and 2 of them are locked. One of them is open. You open it up, and you just see like 2 neatly made beds. And there's really nothing else of note in this room besides another Holy Bible in the side thing and
table.
Yeah, side table. That's the word. But nothing else.
Have we established if there's a basement in this building?
You have not looked around for one, but you've also not seen a set of stairs for one.
I would like to stash a Bible.
Sure. All
The
right.
power of Christ compel. I feel like that's what Pat thinks also turn into.
I got the holy water, so
Yeah. Yeah, Gary takes a Bible, so now you have one, and you can add that to your inventory if you'd like.
Excellent. Plus 3 mana.
But when you guys are snooping around, you really don't come across anything. So you can kind of tell now that Lewis and Nancy are kind of getting ready for bed. Lewis is slowly getting up and gathering his glasses and kind of meandering towards the kitchen to clean up. So if you guys want to go back to bed, you totally can.
I'm
or
going
you
to
can
bed.
keep investigating.
I'm going to bed.
I'm tired.
Everyone else?
Bedtime.
Good.
I feel like this is one of those things where like someone's not awake in the morning.
Like they're
Yes.
dead.
Bedtime.
oh, no.
Jackson and Chuck, you're good?
Oh God, I'm
Yeah,
going
I'm
to
gonna
bed.
rip out my dip, kick back, and
How
go to
did you
bed.
say that so casually?
He said dip.
Jackson just whipping his cock out.
Just rub one out in his
That's why I was like, are you guys just?
Mm-hmm.
I know Jackson's nasty, but I was like, is this for real? And then I said, like, I take my dick out. And you guys were all just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, just saying, like, what?
What
No.
room have you ever been in that somebody took their dick out and everybody was just like, "This is great"?
It's a normal
So I was
Tuesday.
like, no
Yeah.
one's reacting to that except me.
I make a perception roll.
So we're all going to bed.
I do not see
Yeah,
it.
I'm going to bed.
You guys are all going to bed, is what I've last heard. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys finally tuck in. You're in your jammies. You're laying low. You guys all pretty much fall asleep with ease. You guys have been on the road all day. It's your second day of traveling, so you fall asleep pretty quickly. But in the middle of the night, almost out of nowhere, you feel this tightness and this gripping on your chest in the middle of your sleep, and it kind of stirs you awake a little bit. And everyone needs to now make perception checks. So go ahead and roll your d6 and add any perception modifiers that you may have.
I got it. 5
I
total.
got
5 total.
You have a 7 for perception.
What happened in the middle of the night?
I rolled a 5, and Kayla rolled a 7.
Okay.
Or with the
And-
buffs.
I have a 2.
I got a
Just
3.
a 2.
I rolled a 4.
Okay. And then who rolled the 7? Kayla?
Yeah.
Excellent. So Kayla, I know you missed it. So you slept. You guys were sleeping pretty well. You fell asleep quite quickly, but in the middle of the night, you kind of felt this gripping on your chest, this like tightening on your chest. Jordan, do you have a question?
Oh no, I was just saying 5. I got
Okay,
5.
okay. But it kind of, you know, when you like are kind of waking up and not really waking up, and you kind of, so that's what's happening to all of you right now. But Kayla in particular, or Sally, I'm sorry, she kind of wakes up and gets out of it, and it's almost as soon as you sit up, Sally, in bed, you hear a loud glass breaking on the first floor, and then everyone else kind of stirs awake a little bit and kind of looks around, and you don't hear anything else after that. And you notice that there's none of the lights that were on outside are on right now, and the alarm clock that was in the room is blinking, and it's just blinking at 12 a.m.
At least it's not 3:15.
Yep.
And it's kind of just like dead silent now. But Kayla, you were the only one who like actually was awake and cognizant to hear that glass shattering. And everyone, you're kind of probably awake now, kind of stirring. But that's now we're in the middle of the night.
Who's the
And that's
closest person next to me? Did we
don't-
establish
no.
that? No.
We didn't establish that, but I would say kind of everyone probably is awake right now.
Okay. I'm gonna get Gary to get his fucking flashlight out.
I got my flashlight. Turned it on. Found a muffin.
And then-
Are we
Okay.
good?
You guys, you guys are welcome to travel as a group and investigate in the dark together, or you guys can
Is
people
this
can stay
Scooby-Doo?
here.
Is that what's happening here?
Yeah, it's Scooby Doo. So I'll
Oh my god, I'm Shaggy.
go with Sally down. Does anyone else want to go?
I'm gonna
I'll
join
go.
them.
We do not split the party.
All right, Jackson, you go. I mean, yeah, Jackson.
Yeah, I'm
He
gonna
didn't
grab my
change his
bottle
name.
of water, can of dip, walk down.
All
Worst
right,
case
Asmuncher,
scenario,
you're coming.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take my Bible too.
Who's staying upstairs?
No one's staying upstairs.
For like visual in our mind, are we all doing this in our jammies right now?
Oh yeah,
Big
100%.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are in your jam. Wait,
Oh,
Sally,
and my
you changed?
jammies. My jammies are
Oh,
just
I'm in
my
my
tops, like Winnie
Okay.
the
I'm
Pooh.
up. I'm very
I sleep like Winnie the Pooh.
Patrick.
Oh, put on pants, bud.
I yell at Gary, put some goddamn pants
Hey,
on.
put on pants, bud.
I put on some whitey tighties.
Hey.
Okay, all right, that's horrible, and I
Damn it,
hate that image. So who
Gary,
has
they're
the flash-
stained.
That's a Winnie the Pooh.
Gary's in his nightshirt and whitey tighties with a
Yes.
flashlight and his glasses, leading the party.
Yes.
As you
As
open
leaders
the,
do.
as you open the door, your flashlight doesn't see anything of note, but it's very obvious that just all the lights went out in the bed and breakfast, and you can't
Said that
see
there was something broke, like it sounded like glass.
You heard glass shatter, and you definitely could tell that it was from the first floor.
I start to look for
Okay.
the circuit breaker.
Ah, okay. Go ahead, AS. I saw you had a question.
Like, am I able to make a perception roll? Like, is it raining or something outside?
I mean, you could just ask. No, it's not raining.
Okay.
It's a really quiet night. It's very
Okay.
quiet. It's a little too like sneakily quiet, and like you guys also still have that kind of uneasy, tense feeling on your chest still. As you're looking around. So Gary, as you're looking around for the circuit breaker, you don't find it on the third floor. You don't find it on the second floor. You get down to the first floor, and as you shine your light, and the stairs lead down into the living room area. When you shine your light into the living room area, you can see that the lazy boy that you last saw Lewis sitting in is actually like completely flattened down, like as if like someone laid down in it.
Oh, okay.
And you see like a piece of something on top of it, but you're still a little too far away to see what it is.
Get closer.
Gotta get closer.
I will sneak a little closer.
As you get closer, you realize that when your flashlight gets closer to it, you see that there's a piece of fabric that's almost looks like ripped up on the Lazy Boy, and you recognize the fabric. And being that you're a bookworm and already have that memorization skill,
Correct.
you remember this is the same fabric that you saw Lewis wearing earlier.
Lewis, no.
Oh no.
But when you look around and you kind of flash the flashlight around, you don't see anything else of note, really. You just notice that the Lazy Boy is just like kind of just askew.
Okay.
Can we go knock on
Their bedroom?
Yeah.
Can I make
Um,
is there
I'm
any
gonna
point of
go-
making an observation roll here? Or
Like of the
perception
room?
check?
You can. I mean, I pretty much told you everything that's happening in the living room right now.
Okay.
You guys didn't know necessarily where their quarters were.
Okay.
Where their family's quarters were.
Okay. Can we
I'm
look
gonna
in-
walk down to the kitchen
Yeah, kitchen.
and
Okay. Do you have a flashlight?
I'll go with
Gary
them.
does.
Gary does.
I do not have a flashlight.
I'm going with them.
Gary,
Magic.
can you help me out here in the kitchen?
Yep.
Okay.
Sound like
Lighter.
Sally, you said it was like a glass breaking, right? Maybe I don't know. Maybe they were trying to get something to drink in the middle of the night. I don't know.
Like broke a glass or window,
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
something.
So Gary, as you flash your flashlight, thankfully, almost like as soon as Jackson goes to step into the kitchen, your flashlight catches that there's shattered glass on the floor and this red paste kind of smearing on the floor. And after looking at it for a little while, and you realize you're getting the smell of ketchup, and it's a shattered bottle of ketchup on the floor.
They buying
And-
ketchup.
And
I weep.
as you see it, Jackson, you kind of like step back a little bit, and almost as soon as you step back, Jackson, you hear this.
Ah!
It's okay, sorry.
Wait, what was that?
I was
You-
her dog.
It was my dog barking, but it was you heard a banging, Jackson, and you realize the banging's coming from the walk-in fridge.
Nope.
But from the inside of the walk-in fridge.
The fridge is weird.
It's like Chuck, come here with that flare gun. We might need it. It's like so I asked Gary, can you point the flashlight at the fridge, please? We gotta open this. This doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Let's do
Also,
it.
just a heads up too, you guys are all in your jammies, so you don't have shoes on. So we're gonna have to make rolls if you're gonna want to finesse yourself around that glass.
This glass, dude.
I changed my. I was like, all right, one second. Wait, we gotta put our shoes on here.
Can we all run up and put our shoes on?
And go put shoes on?
Yeah.
You also there was like a little like vestibule of like cleaning supplies, but you can go put your shoes on if you rather.
Can I look for a broom?
Yeah, there's a broom in like the vestibule area that has like the cleaning supplies. Yeah, closet.
Y'all really accommodating yourself to these people's
Closet.
items.
I don't know. I
Listen,
think
they said
shoes.
make yourself at home.
I think we should get shoes first.
I'm gonna run and go get my shoes.
We all go get shoes.
I'm putting on the AJ ones.
I will put pants on as well.
I guarantee you this is a detail she gives zero shits about, but we're like, shoes.
All right,
You
so
don't wanna
back
get
down in the
glass in
kitchen
your
with shoes
foot?
on.
It matters for the glass.
Yeah.
So you guys all run up and get your shoes. As you guys are coming down and you kind of your footsteps stop at the kitchen, that noise happens again.
Yeah, we
I
gotta
know what
open
you
that
must do.
No.
All right, so
So Gary, are you using your flashlight right now in the kitchen?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Is anyone gonna approach the walk-in fridge?
I am. I'm gonna go try and open the fridge.
First,
Sure.
I want someone to hold the flashlight so I can sweep up this glass.
I'll hold it.
Okay, thank you. I'm sweeping up the glass.
Who's holding the flashlight?
Kayla.
Sally.
Sally. So
Open door. Oh, no.
Sally, as you get the flashlight, you just happen to notice because you are a sleuth, so you're a little like you notice small things. You see that on the walk-in fridge, you see like a clump of something on the handle,
Check it out.
but you don't know what it is quite yet.
I don't want to go to the door.
All right, well, Jackson, check it out. Then.
Jackson, go to the door.
The
Yeah, Bob,
fridge
where?
door.
Yeah.
Fridge door.
The
Yeah,
fridge door, that's the thing.
that's where the clump is.
Yeah.
Finish sweeping.
So I approach the fridge door and I look at the clump of weird.
Almost
whatever.
as once you finally get up closer to it, you realize that you're looking at like a big chunk of matted blonde hair,
Oh no,
Oh,
Nancy,
Nancy.
no. She's
and
not
it's
pretty.
Hell of a meatloaf.
Ew.
So and Jackson, once your footsteps get up closer to the door, you hear, wait, can you help? can you let me out, please? Can you let me out, please?
God damn, no.
Is she in the walk-in freezer? I bet there's a walk-in freezer.
No, she's in the walk-in fridge that she went.
Yeah.
Well, that's where you're hearing her voice from.
All right, so I avoid touching the weird clump of hair and pull the fridge door open.
What is your DV, your dodge value?
I knew it.
4.
Okay, I rolled a 5. So as soon
Damn.
as you open the door, hold on one second. She looks like super disheveled, like this, like just fucked
She
up.
just had a dick appointment.
Please stop.
Yes.
Mr. Muncher,
facts.
please.
So her hair's her hair's all matted, but she immediately just like as soon as you open the door, she just looks up and then just lunges at you and goes to actually like bite at your neck. And you rolled a 4, I rolled a 5, so she doesn't necessarily bite at you, but she like is like just trying to claw at you right now and trying to hold on to you.
Punch you, bitch.
Like, Scoob, we gotta get out of here.
I yell, Nancy, it's us. We're friends.
As soon as she says that, she turns to you and lunges towards you too.
Oh god.
I'm
She-
4.
She misses. She rolled a 1, so she misses. She actually falls on the floor and is like
Can I
trying to
try
get
and
up,
subdue
trying to get up.
her with
Effie,
my
sit on
rope?
her.
If you want to, yeah. So
I
she's
would
like
just-
she's like on the floor, like kind of slipping and catch up, but trying to stand up again.
Yeah, I'd like to subdue her with the rope that I got. What do I have?
Effie, sit on her.
I would say you don't have the rope on you right now, Jordan, but
Okay.
you can try to like. I know people. Some of you have like a grappling. Someone has a takedown.
That's Jackson.
So she's on the floor trying to get up right now.
Am I still sweeping?
No,
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 you
you
said
said you said that was up to you.
So I have an animal handling skill. Does that apply to humans?
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Oh
No?
well.
Okay.
Boxing.
I think this
I
is
mean, she's
Jackson's arena.
feral.
Humans are animals, but this does not apply to her. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, so while she's down on the ground, I guess I try
Kara,
and like.
I mean Kayla, do you have that holy water with you?
All right. Anyway, moving on. Jackson.
So I like jump on her back and like press her into the floor to stop her from like scrambling up.
All right,
Nancy,
I
what
want
the
you
fuck
to
are you doing? What's going on?
I want you to roll your dice. You're gonna have to be a 3 to have her like stuck on the ground. It's also you add your build too.
What check is
Would it
this?
be for grappling?
Do you have the grappling skill, or do you
No.
have that in your description? So just roll your dice and just add
Okay.
add your build.
I have
Okay,
a
so
plus
2,
2 to tackling if we need it.
but natural 1.
Okay.
Oh no, Jackson.
Jesus.
So Jackson, as you like go to like pin her down, you actually like land on some glass on your hands.
That's what
in your
the-
God damn it, Gary!
Oh, you're right. No. I'm so sorry. Gary
Gary
fucked it up.
missed the glass, the bastard.
Somebody
No,
was
no,
like,
no.
it doesn't matter.
Gary.
I totally forgot that Gary fucked it up. That doesn't happen. I apologize. You like kind of fall down a little bit, and she like goes to lunge at you, but she's like still covered in ketchup, so she can't really grab onto you right now. But she's just like being very feral and just trying to like get at you right
Scratching,
now.
yeah. Okay.
I'm
Can I
gonna
start moving back towards my rope? Because we're going to
I'm-
need this rope.
I'm gonna grapple and subdue her.
Okay, so you're gonna. Do you have that skill?
I do.
Okay, so you're gonna roll and then add whatever the skill says.
4.
Overall?
Total. 4 total. Sorry.
Awesome. So you needed to beat a 3, so that's great. So you eventually kind of get her. Do you want to like put her arms behind her back type situation? What do you want this to look
Yeah,
like?
that one.
Okay. Is she like on the floor, like pinned down style type thing, or are you holding her
Yeah,
up?
I'm not gonna put my knee on her neck, but I'm just gonna.
Yikes!
I'm just gonna get her hands behind her back and.
Jesus, Kevin.
Stop resisting.
Once she realizes that she's stuck at this point, she stops flailing and she just kind of turns her head and just smiles.
Oh
No.
God.
No, holy water.
Is
and
it like
she-
this shit where she's like crawling with her? Like,
No, she just kind of turns and she looks at you and she goes, "He's coming."
No.
And then she starts hysterically laughing, and she's just standing there just going, and that's kind of
I
just
want
over
you
and
all to
over.
know that I'm gonna shit my pants so fast. This is real. Like there's no.
We're
There's like the
leaving.
fight or
Can I
flight
come back with
response,
the
and then
rope?
like shit your
Can I
pants.
tie her up?
You
You
gotta
can
get it.
at this point you can try to hog tie her if you want. Yeah.
I would love to hog tie her.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you're,
that sounds
I'm-
dirty when you say it.
All right, all right, all right.
Muncher, you'll have to make a check. Just beat a 3 to do that.
Okay.
Muncher,
roll.
you need a 3 to hog tie your lady.
And
Alright.
you'll add your coordination if you had any coordination.
So I rolled a 1 plus 1.
Jesus.
So you can't figure out the nodding. Like it's not
Can't
working.
do
But Chuck's got her
Eagle shot.
well down.
I roll again.
If you want, yeah, you
Doing
can.
this
You're like, fuck, I can't figure this shit out.
I barely have hands.
As you're doing that, she's literally just laughing at you as you're just failing.
Can
I
I
wanna hit her.
can I
I
put
got
her
a
back in the
3 plus
freezer?
1 this
Hit her.
time. So 4.
She's hogtied, but she's still hysterically laughing.
Can I put something in her mouth?
And I'm
Oh,
gross.
wait, no, hold on, like a sponge or something.
What's that gonna do? She's not gonna bite down on it. So
I'm
it's gonna
tired of the
choke her?
laughing. I don't like it.
Pat's
I
going
want,
to jail.
Pat, I want you to roll to see if she's not gonna bite you.
Sure. Which one am I rolling?
You're just gonna roll a coordination check, and you're gonna have to beat a 4 because you're putting your fingers in her mouth.
I got a 5.
Okay, so she just barely misses, but she's now
Through a sponge? Okay.
yeah, but it's like barely. It's like
The
you
muffled.
know.
Yeah.
Can I put her back in the freezer?
No.
Sure, you can do whatever you want with her. She's hogtied now.
I'm putting her back in the freezer. I don't,
Oh, first of all, you guys gotta watch what the fuck you're saying.
I grab her legs.
Okay.
or the fridge.
I'm,
The fridge. sorry.
the legs and the arms are tied together right now. She's like
Oh, okay.
what? She's
Oh,
one.
okay, so we could probably just leave her
just
there.
But I'm concerned about other things. I don't.
Can I make a perception check and look
Can we look
back?
around?
Or wait, Gary, can you put your flashlight back towards the living room? And I want to make a perception check.
I don't have it right now.
I mean,
Oh,
I
Sally
have,
has
I
it,
have it. Sorry. Oh, I also have perception, which is good too.
I would say, as Sally, as you're kind of like holding the flashlight, looking around, you do notice that there is a screen door, like a porch door from the wraparound porch that leads out of the kitchen, and it is slightly open, like it was never properly closed shut. And that's what you notice. But nothing really else of note besides just the shattered glass.
Have we looked in the dining room? Is there anything in the dining room?
If you could take a look over there. Once you get over there with the flashlight, you just see that one of the dining room tables legs or dining room chairs is broken.
Ooh.
But
ooh.
nothing else of note.
Can I take that leg?
Sure, yeah, it's like a nice wooden chunk.
Yeah.
Do y'all have our things? Like if we go outside to like look at
Our
some
things
shit?
are upstairs, I believe.
If
right?
you guys want to go collect your items, you totally can. She as you guys are walking around, she's just laughing and just saying, "He's
Oh.
coming."
No.
Nancy, who's coming?
All right, let's go get our stuff, and then I'm gonna
Did it-
pour some holy water on that wooden peg.
You gonna
Okay.
stab her?
I don't know.
He's
You
gonna
gonna
beat
stab
the
her?
shit
I'm
out
ready
of
for
her.
Stake
a-
her?
I'm gonna get some
Just stick
vampire
in the
kills.
heart.
You never know.
Kayla's holding her ears. I love it.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys go get your shit, and do you want to like walk by her one more time before you exit, or
Absolutely not. She's
No,
dead to me.
I'm good. Does she have another message?
No, but as you guys are leaving, she just is laughing. She's just laughing.
I want to punch her.
Don't punch her.
I'm not going to, but I don't
Because
like
if you
laughing.
punch her, she's gonna bite you, and now you're a zombie. Like, who knows?
I wanna punch
All right,
the
so
mouth.
are we agreed that we're going out the door that's ajar?
You can go either out the porch door that would be from the kitchen, or you can go back through the dining room door. That's where you guys originally came from, where the parking lot is. It's up to you guys.
Staying in the house is not great.
I want to go out the door through the kitchen.
Okay. So you end up on the wraparound porch area. You see a couple of chairs. One of the chairs is like turned over, Doesn't look like it's in the right positioning. But you don't notice anything else of note, but it is very dark over here. It's just like pastures beyond this porch, so you can't really see much going on.
Can I make a torch with something? Like
No, but you have the
Flashlight.
flashlight. Yeah, so you necessarily
You
don't need
have
a torch.
torch.
We have mouse
fine.
light.
Stick with the
Okay.
flashlight. for now.
fine.
I would say the flashlight's a pretty good one. Like so, like when you look out with the flashlight, you just see like just pasture, just nothingness. You know, on the other side of the building, that's where the car was parked. And you know that you came into town. Where you guys are facing now, you're facing where you came in, so you know that the rest of town is kind of behind you.
Do you think we should go check the car?
You know, I
Yeah.
think I know what the answer is going to be, but it's worth a try.
Yeah, let's go check the car.
Let's look
In the car?
You want to go
at
around?
the car.
Yeah,
Can,
let's
can we go
check the
try and
car.
start the van?
Yeah.
Well, as you walk up to the van, you actually see that the driver door is open,
Yep.
and
I lock that shit. I always lock it.
it's open.
Not
and
Gary's van.
You got rent
They drew the lock, Gary.
somehow it's opened, and you actually also see once you get around to the other side, because the gas is on the other side of the
Mhm.
vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
It's open, and there's actually a hose that's out of it.
They
and,
sucked our gas out. I hate it here.
Yeah, you kind of realize that you got finessed out of your gas. You can try the engine if you want.
No, no.
I refuse.
No.
Motor oil, we don't
We
have
have
gas.
motor oil, but not gasoline.
While you're looking around the parking lot, there's like an old beat up orange vehicle, or orange truck, pickup truck, and then like a shed. And then you can tell that the town is off to your left.
I want to go try and open up that shed.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I think.
I said what I said.
We're gonna go look for some gas in the shed.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you go to the shed, you can tell that it has one of those nice big locks on them with a chain, and it has a
Kayla's
padlock.
got the picks.
We got a
One
lock
of them,
pick
oh yeah,
here.
Kayla's got a lockpick.
I'm going
She
with
does.
you.
So Kayla, you're gonna have to roll a 4 to unlock it. I know you already have. You think you can add +2 to your lock picking as well.
Yeah, you get +2. So roll.
Cool.
So you'll roll and then add +2.
5.
Excellent. So she ends up picking that lock. You guys are actually very impressed by it because she does it really quickly.
Damn.
She pulls up the chain and she opens up the doors, and it's just like gear for taking care of a front yard. Like
Are there any guns?
Lawnmower.
No, there's like one of those cheap lawnmowers, like
Sorry,
a
Chuck.
hoe or
Gas
rake.
can?
There is an empty gas can.
Okay.
Is there a
Right.
lawnmower?
Can I open?
There is a lawnmower. Yes.
Can I start the lawnmower?
Why?
Is it a bad boy mower?
Oh my god.
I mean, you
Open
can
the car?
try. You want to
Actually,
open the truck?
no. I checked the lawnmower for gas.
Can I pick
It's
a lock in the
it's
truck?
empty.
Damn it.
Also, it's a lawnmower. You can't use lawnmower gas in the car.
Sure you can.
Yeah, you can. Same gas.
Yeah, same gas.
It is the same gas.
You guys don't
That's
treat
why.
your
That's
mower.
That's not a weed eater.
Y'all gonna be treating your
Jackson,
mower
try
gas.
that sentence again.
Anyway, I digress.
We're back to the podcast.
Let the house dads figure this out.
I grab the gas can and walk it back towards the orange truck.
There is a gas station in town, so
Can I
There
It's
is.
not nowhere
unlock the
near us,
car?
apparently.
oh.
it's not nowhere near you. It's just you can't see it.
Can I unlock the car?
So
The orange
Yeah.
car.
Yeah, you
Door's
can
open.
actually. It's not even locked. You open it up.
Okay.
The keys are not in it though.
Is there
And
a hidey key?
you can make a perception check to see you want to look around the truck.
I will. I'll do it.
Okay.
No, okay. Sally
What's
opened up the
up?
truck.
Damn it.
Sally's the one that's there.
6.
All right.
Plus
That's a good
2.
roll.
And natural 6.
That's
Okay.
amazing. So, Sally, as you are going through the truck, you realize that the glove compartment is locked. But with that 6, you just really pop it open real quick. That's nothing for you. And you find a pistol
Is that a
Wait.
gun?
Gun!
with nothing in
Kevin
the
tucks his
chamber.
boner into his pants.
Nothing in the chamber.
He doesn't. Hold on. They don't know you found that. Just so you know, Sally, you're the only person over there right now. But
Oh.
you found a pistol, and you found it has a clip, but the clip only has 3 shots in it.
Cool.
You can keep it, and that pistol causes a lot of fucking damage.
I asked Sally if there's a gun in the car.
Hold on, Chuck. Let me keep looking. Let me look
Eat
around
hot chip.
first, bud. Get out of here.
And lie.
I'm still looking. I'm a nosy hoe.
There's nothing else of note besides that pistol that you just came across. Do you want to
Pretty
stash
of
it,
note.
or do you want to tell the party that you found it, Sally?
I'm worried about giving it to Trigger Happy over here, so
I have a gun skill.
I know you do, but there's
So?
only 3 bullets.
There is
Is
only
that
one.
Dick
for now.
Cheney in the background of your picture?
I think that actually might be Dick Cheney.
I think it's Dick Cheney. That's even
Is
funnier.
that Dean
Sorry.
Kane?
Oh my
Dean
God.
Kane?
All right, so you're stashing the
No,
gun.
I'll give it to Gunny Magoo over here.
Gunny Magoo.
All right, so the Hunter, how do you feel with having a pistol right now?
Rock hard.
If you fucking shoot one out of
Oh my
celebration, I'm gonna kill
God.
you.
Just rock hard.
Just immediate boner.
I'm twirling that shit on my finger.
Like my dick was made of concrete.
I asked
Find
Sally,
on
it's
the
like,
Okay, cool.
does it seem like there's
Well,
any
that's
sign
not
of gas in this
shit.
truck? Because like, well, we can return the favor to Lewis. We can just take the hose and siphon his gas into this here can.
You try, but you're just not successful with siphoning out this
I
tank.
just look at a jackass sucking on a hose.
Game heat.
Like, like,
Gas fumes.
yeah, get a little high from it. So there's nothing else of. You're like, huh? There's nothing else.
I said weed.
Nothing else in the car.
Nothing else of note. But you guys are now in a parking lot that you've explored, and you know that town is to the left of this parking lot if you decide to walk out of it.
Are we hitting the road?
Seems like we're hitting the road.
Gary, you
on
want to
foot.
run back inside and tear down that map you found?
We never got our stuff.
You know,
You did. You
Oh, we
did.
did? Okay.
Yeah, we got our stuff. We have access to the map still, Jackson. I don't think we need to add it to an inventory.
Bookie Magoo got it in his brain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gary Diddlesworth?
Look
Gary.
I would say right now, if we want to play the ambiance, you totally can, because you guys are walking now on this desolate road in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Jackson, go.
I'm terrified.
Cue the music.
Oh.
Yeah, as you're who's holding the flashlight, by the way? I want to just
It's
know.
still
Can I
Sally.
hand it off to somebody else? Because I'm doing a lot of things.
Give it back to Gary.
Okay.
Gary's on mute right now, but Gary, do you want to hold that flashlight?
The
You're
answer
still
is
on-
yes.
You're still on mute right now.
Yeah, I got the flashlight.
All right.
Sorry.
You have pants on, right?
Yes, I did put pants on.
Winnie
Yeah.
the Pooh.
So you're walking around now, and you're just not seeing anything. You do see there's a fence that has some wiring that is very obvious for like cows and horses.
Mhm.
But you're really not seeing much. I imagine everyone's kind of walking side by side right now, so you guys are kind of all seeing the same thing. After what feels like a long time of walking, because you guys have seen some shit already, you finally, after only like 15 minutes of walking, it feels like it's been a lot longer, but you finally see something in the distance. You see like a long barn-shaped thing, and our bookworm, if he remembers, he's coming across a stable right now.
Correct.
And you can see a stable in the distance as you are approaching, and you don't hear anything of note. It's still very, very, very quiet. But you guys now are approaching that dog leg into the stable area.
Don't fuck with them horses right now.
You want to shine that flashlight over there, Gary?
Yeah, I'll take a gander at the horses.
Got the horses in the back.
Do you wanna like approach it so you can kind of see on the inside? Because the stable like has walls. So
You wanted me to go inside of a horse stable? I won't do that in real life.
I would say the front of it, you have to like approach it to like, put your flashlight in there, but like the front of it has an opening.
I'll shine my flashlight through the opening.
You see 6 horses just kind of all standing there. They're awake. I don't really know how horses sleep, Sally.
Keep standing up.
That's what okay. So they are awake right now. Their tails are kind of
They're horsing around.
there we go. But they're not disturbed or anything. They kind of just are standing there.
Okay, sorry. Never mind.
No. there's nothing really else of note in the stable that you can see immediately.
Huh, I had this place figured for a one-horse town.
Who
There
has
you
a
go.
weapon in our group, by the way, besides knowing the dude?
I have 2 guns now.
Should we try to ride a horse?
It's a
Please let Gary
Alright.
Diddlesworth drive a horse.
Hey,
Put it on the horse.
I know how to ride a horse.
You
I've
got it,
studied
Gary.
it. I've studied it. I've memorized it.
While
someone
we
someone in this group has animal handling.
Kevin.
Oh, I do have animal handling.
If you want,
handle your
if you,
animal.
if you want to handle these animals, you can. You also don't have to, but it's just an option.
Ride the horse.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Well,
I
I
mean,
really don't want to walk in the stable. I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
Get on the horse, pussy.
That's someone else's shit.
Yeah,
again,
but
we are
horses
very
are
much
free.
appropriating all these people's things. We don't even know who these people, who these horses belong to.
We're never coming back to this.
He's
bumfuck
coming,
ass
Jackson.
place.
He is coming.
Whom?
Him.
Uh,
Do you have both guns?
I'm not gonna mess with them horses over there.
okay, that's fine. Yeah.
I call
Yeah,
Chuck a
we-
pussy. I tried to take the gun.
Gary Diddlesworth tries to take the gun.
Gary
Five-
Dillsworth gets
5'4",
shot one time in the
290.
leg. Catches a hot one.
Gary
like-
goes for that gun. I'm punching him in the
Yeah,
nose.
Chuck,
so.
Chuck pushes me back. I fall. I cry.
We'll break those glasses for real.
No.
Yeah, the tape is for something.
Yeah.
On purpose.
I take
Yeah.
the flashlight from Gary on the floor and shine it around the rest of the stable to see if there's anything else of note.
You guys want to know why I have glasses?
No.
No.
We don't need the origin story, Spider-Man.
Jackson, as you flash the flashlight around, you don't see anything else of note. You see some saddles, and you see some other like materials that are used for horse taking care of.
Some
things.
horse tack.
Yeah, but you don't see anything else really of note immediately.
It smells like shit in here. Can we leave?
I
Yeah,
say we
I
keep
like-
wandering down the
It,
road.
it
Chuck, you're gonna
does smell
ride a-
like shit.
Chuck, you're
It's
not
a
gonna
horse.
ride a horse. I say we keep rolling on in the town here.
Yeah, let's start walking.
Gary, get off your dumb stained ass.
I stand up, pride broken.
Gary, where you fell to was a little bit muddy, so you got some mud on your ass.
Okay, yeah. That was not mud.
Time is it? It was like midnight when we woke up.
Um,
None of us.
I would say it's been about so you woke up at a clock flashing midnight, but it's been at least 45 minutes since you looked at that
Okay,
clock.
we had Demon Lady and now we're at the barn. So
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. Going.
So you guys want to leave the stables?
Yes,
Yeah.
it smells like shit in here.
It
Gary,
smells bad.
we just keep following this road to wherever that map says the gas station is.
No,
Yes.
I wasn't there.
So Gary can remember that you do end up at a kind of like a fork in the road. There's a left and then a right.
Left.
Yeah, I got
Alright.
left.
All right. As you turn to the left, you walk a few minutes and it ends up doglegging to the right, and you see another farm to the right, but you see a gas station to the left. But the gas station, something looks a little off about it, and you can't tell quite yet. As you get a little bit closer, you can finally see that there's an overturned truck right next to one of the gas pumps, and it's flipped on its side, and the passenger door is on the floor, and the driver's door is on the top. But the driver door isn't actually on the door. The driver's door is actually like thrown like 10 feet in front of the truck.
No, we fucking with the Hulk. Can I leave? Like, I'm good. Like,
Go where?
there's a
Where-
problem
where-
bigger than we can handle.
I
Where
think
you
we should go
walking
take a peek inside
Take a
that
peek
truck.
at the truck.
Looking in the truck.
That's
Uh,
lit.
Nothing. It's the town right now, from what you can see, is really pitch black dark. As you guys are approaching the gas station, I want everyone to make perception checks right now as you guys are walking up.
Oh,
I
something's
got
punching us right in the
8.
neck.
8.
Okay?
3 plus
Perception?
I had
2,
6 total.
5.
You had a.
You guys are rolling wonderful. Okay, that 8, Gary, you see, you're really looking around, Gary. You're like noticing your surroundings more than just the gas station. Across the street from the gas station is a big building, and the building, you can see the sign. It's really dark, but when you flash that flashlight, you can see it says the Belford Inn. And literally at the Belford Inn, on the second story floor, you're seeing a light from the window, flashing on and off.
I do a decipher for Morse code.
You remember it's definitely SOS.
Oh, okay.
And that's coming from the second floor of a building across the street from the gas station. So you're noticing that right now, Gary. No one else really. You maybe guys are seeing that, but Gary knows that it's SOS. Do you want to tell the rest of the party that it's SOS, Gary?
Yes, I'll tell the party.
Okay.
It's SOS, guys.
There you go.
Wow, the only
you
two
guys-
people left on the planet that know Morse code.
Yeah, there they are. Do you guys want to approach who's gonna approach the truck?
Can we make sure that there's no gas at this gas station first?
I mean, the truck is you're gonna have to walk around the truck to go.
I thought the power was out, Pat. If the power's out, how are we gonna pump gas?
Is there any gas in the truck?
Yeah,
So-
but we couldn't get out of the other truck. So
Do you want to approach the truck?
I'll approach the truck. I'll do
Gun
it.
out. Take
Yeah.
the
Where's
gun
the
out.
flashlight? Someone's got to shine it on there for me. I'll approach.
I go up with Chuck. Since I'm the mechanic of the group, I'll go with Chuck.
Oh yeah,
and
that's fair.
there you
we'll
go.
take a look at the truck.
Gun out.
So Jackson, as you are approaching the truck, and I know you have the mechanic skill, you can see that the truck door was like literally pulled off its hinges. The metal is bent in such a way that you can tell that some like brute force just pulled it off. And you've never seen anything like that before, so you're like,
Huh,
what
I've never
the
seen
fuck is
anything like that
happening?
before.
And as you also are looking, Jackson and Chuck, you do see something sitting in the truck on the passenger side. You see a 12 gauge shotgun,
Oh,
that a gun?
gun?
Yeah.
and there's like 4 shells scattered around the truck floor.
I might gun back.
Yeah. I'll reach in, take out the shotgun and the shells.
I'll give Sally her pistol back if I get the shotgun. That's the deal.
Who has a flare gun?
Jackson can have the flare gun.
Yeah, I'll fine. I give the shotgun and the shells. The Chuck asks me like, "Can you check if it's loaded? If not, like here you go."
Oh yeah, I check if it's loaded.
It does have 2 shots in it.
So there's 6 total.
Yes.
Correct?
Mhm.
Making sure I'm doing mental math right.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
I'm drinking. And I'm anxious.
I need to get another beer, actually. So that's what you see in the truck. You also, when you take a closer look, Chuck, you have the flashlight
I have
with you
the
right now?
flashlight.
Okay. So as like you're stoked about the shotgun, you're like, hell yeah, another thing to protect us. But once you're like grabbing the things, you notice that there's like actually like this weird circle of blood spatter
No.
Ketchup.
in the truck. And it doesn't look like ketchup because it's a little bit darker than what you
Did
saw
say
before.
circle like on the seat? Is it just a circle?
Yeah, it's like a weird spray in a circular formation.
Oh, so like somebody got shot with a fucking shotgun?
There's
Ask
two,
Chuck-
there's
You're-
2 rounds
you're
in the
not sure.
chamber though.
Are we
It's a
are
werewolf. It's a werewolf.
we investigating the blood or we just
No.
Okay, cool.
I think as the leader and also attorney, should look around, see
Yeah, right.
like
look
maybe I
around,
can
like,
pick up some,
Body?
blood splatter, something I've seen in a
Don't touch
case. I'm not touching it. No.
don't touch it.
Okay.
I've watched all seasons of Dexter. I look at the blood splatter.
I mean, you can't discern anything from the blood spatter, guys.
Yeah.
You can just tell that it's in this.
Guys,
like,
I can't discern anything from this blood splatter.
Okay.
But the others who are not looking at the truck right now, you do see the gas station. The gas station's front doors are glass and they're shattered. So you can go in if you want.
Right.
You don't have to.
There's no power, right?
There isn't any power from what you've noticed. No.
Let's not go in there. Let's
Well,
not.
gas
Wait,
stations
listen,
have
we got a
flashlights.
shotgun and a regular gun and a flashlight. I think we can
and a
take
flare
out-
gun.
We play Call of Duty. We can see how we can shoot. It's not well.
I, Chuck Biggington, can shoot well.
Who else can do well with gun? Maybe I don't need gun.
I mean, it's. I think it's just Chuck that has the shooting skill.
I have both guns now.
I mean, if you die,
Do y'all want to check out the gas station or no? On the
Yes,
Yeah.
You don't have to, but you can if you want.
I'm
Gary's
taking a look.
hungry.
Yeah.
There's a
Alright.
store down the street. I feel like we'd be better suited doing that.
Oh well, let me describe. Gary is nosy, so Gary, you step through the glass and you kind of go
I
through.
sweep up
and-
glass.
you you don't find a broom,
Ah,
but
damn.
there's just like the typical 7-Eleven type situation, the candy bar section, the chip section, and then like the cases for beer and for soda and for water. And you notice too behind the clerk, like where the clerk would check you out, where the gas pump is usually turned on when you go ahead and buy an amount of gas, it's actually like destroyed. It looks like someone like took a hammer or a fist or something to like the mechanism that would turn the gas on.
I grabbed 3 packs of Virginia Slims.
There you go.
Or like another flashlight. Sometimes gas stations have those things.
Ooh, so
Like,
I would in the like the random section of like band-aids, condoms, motor oil, you find a little baby like dollar store type flashlight that is not really any strength in comparison to the one you guys have, but it does emit some light.
Jackson's just loading up on condoms.
Can we take that and then see if there's batteries for our current one?
Listen, ass muncher.
Sure.
Batteries
Yeah.
Batteries are good to have, so
Yeah, you find those big.
like
I don't
those-
even-
E-batteries?
D-battery.
You
There
know
we
what
go.
those are.
I don't buy batteries. Come on.
Which flavor of Four Loko is available?
Great.
There literally is grape, and like
damn it.
when you touch it, it's like dusty. Like
Okay.
Does it have caffeine in it?
no, it's. Wait, I don't know. It's the old version.
If it's the old version, we're stocking the fuck up. We're about to be superheroes.
Pop a couple of those.
All right,
Wait.
so we grab batteries. Maybe we grabbed a Four Loco or two.
Or
right back to
Four
the-
Locos.
Did anyone not go in the gas station?
Christine is running in circles outside.
Christine's still at the bed and breakfast.
She's not running at all. She's a
No,
heavy.
I'm just staring at the
camping.
little Debbie section, like just staring with my mouth open.
She's like, do I need ho-oh? Do I need Twinkies?
Everyone
Do I need
inside.
Swiss roll?
Zebra
So-
cakes?
Everyone's inside, yeah.
Okay.
So Ashley, you grab zebra cake. You grab zebra cakes. Is that what you grab?
Yeah, I grab zebra cakes.
Do you eat one right now or?
I do this
You
where
wanna-
I eat like 3/4 of it and put the leftovers in the bag, so it's like I didn't eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. We have all been there. All right. So you guys got your snacks, your road sodas, your batteries,
My
and
Four
your
Loco.
your shitty flashlight.
Mhm.
As you guys begin to step out of the glass, you guys all kind of notice right now that light is still blinking right now, and they look pretty desperate because they're doing it faster.
Aw.
And they're really trying to get your attention. But you don't notice much, but you can see across from the Belford Inn, which is where that flashlight is coming from. You see the diner across the way, which you know to be Lars' diner from the telephone numbers that Jackson looked at. And then there's a building
Can
farther
I
away.
start
but you-
sipping on this Four Loco to start getting some
I
powers
say we
and walk
approach
away?
the Belford Inn.
Yeah, the people who
I'm
are
trying to avoid going to that
I know,
Belford Inn
but
as much as possible.
there's a dead kid somewhere. We don't know.
Hi, too.
So,
Yeah,
so-
we can go check out the Belford Inn. Sorry, Anna.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, don't apologize. It's up to you guys. So
Can I go?
you want to go approach the Belford Inn?
Well, they're flashing at us.
As long as everyone's
Yeah.
cool with it.
Yeah.
Can we also SOS them with the flashlight? See what
Can we
happens.
SOS back. Like,
Oh.
Well, yeah. Is there
Oh.
is there a response we could do, Mr.
Yeah.
Bookworm? That's not S. We don't need the SOS. Well, maybe we do. Hell.
Yeah, Gary, do you have a decision on what you would want to respond to SOS with?
Is it a woman flashing? Because then he can't.
You
Can't.
can't tell. Can't tell.
Let's see. What should I flash back at them?
It's totally up to you.
We
now,
can help.
now? Question mark.
please don't do that.
What's
Come
going on in there? No, I would. Well,
No one in their right mind
Like-
knows Morse code. It's not like they're gonna know it.
yeah.
If they can
I guess
flash SOS,
SOS is easy. Everyone knows SOS.
Yeah, but,
could-
like,
We could toss an SOS back at him. I say we do it.
What?
Okay. As you do that, they just do it back to you.
Oh,
Just
that-
like a back and forth of like beep 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 or
They're
whatever
down
the fuck
bad.
it
Okay,
is.
so
I say we walk up to the Belford Inn, boys and girls.
Let's go for it.
I walk up, Four
Okay.
Loco in hand.
Four Loko cracked.
Listen.
So as you approach, it's kind of the same theme as the Bradshaw. It's like wooden and rustic looking, but it looks a lot nicer. Like maybe they renovated it to like make it look a little bit more nice. As you walk up, there's double doors. They're unlocked. You open them up into a foyer area, and those who have a flashlight right now, you're flashing it around, and you see taxidermy animals like everywhere. There's like hanging deer and like a bobcat like sitting on like the foyer
Yes.
table.
Kind of like this.
There, exactly. There it is. Texas.
Sally has a question.
Yeah, Sally, what's up?
Before we went inside, did we figure out which window it was coming from?
You noticed it was from the corner window on the second floor, so you'll know where to go when you get to the second floor if you decide to go up there. No, you're fine. As you look around, you notice it's just the lobby area with all the taxidermy animals, but you see that beyond the lobby area, there's a big hallway, and you flash your flashlight, and you can tell there's some openings and maybe a staircase over there.
Sounds like a way to go walk down the hallway, guys.
Yeah.
All right. As you walk down the hallway, you notice that there's two openings on either side of the hallway. We can flash our flashlights into them if you want, or you can also just go straight up the stairs that are right in front of you at this point.
I mean, we're down here.
I think we gotta
Wait.
check.
Yeah,
Let's check
that
the.
is-
Butcher
dark as
Esquire,
shit.
any input?
Gotta look around. Wait,
Let's fucking go. Like, I got the Four Loko in me. I'm ready to fucking rock. Let's do it. Somebody hand me the flare gun. See what we got going on.
Is it-
Sally, yeah.
Is it just quiet? Like, are we hearing anything while we're down here? Like,
That's a really good question. When everyone like kind of pauses for a second in this like crossroads area, you don't hear anything. It's very eerily quiet. It's like, yeah, it's almost to the point where like, you want to hear something, but you're not hearing anything.
cool.
But there's an opening to your left, an opening to your right, and then the stairs. Which one do you guys want to turn to first?
Left.
Left.
Okay. As you turn your flashlights into the left area, it appears to be a dining room with a really long dining room table. And actually, as you're looking at it, you can actually tell that there was dinner being served at one point. Everyone, go ahead and make another perception check right now.
Damn
Is
it.
the dinner dusty?
Ooh,
6,
so 8.
Okay.
8.
Excellent.
I
So
got 4 plus 2.
I also have an 8.
6.
you
8.
guys
I
are
got
rolling
3.
so good. So those of you who rolled above a 5, as you're looking at this dinner, it's pretty fresh, but your eye, the one who caught anyone above 5, your eyes immediately catch on to this one particular dinner plate that has a fork and a knife being held by 2 severed hands still.
Oh no!
And
Yeah,
there's just like nothing else
I
besides
should've
like
went on to this vacation with these white people.
Leave.
so that's, and you're looking around, you see some chairs that are overturned on the other side of the table, but yeah, that's not a great sight.
Can I make another
Cool.
perception check to see
is there
if
more
they're
shit?
locked clean off or are they sawed off?
That's a good question. Go ahead and make that check.
Like, chewed or?
It was sawed like chewed
Yeah.
looking like a saw.
No, I mean, like, something big.
That's
like
6. Let's go.
Go.
So you can tell that it's like a clean cut, like something came
Like
down.
they
on it.
lopped it off like a guillotine.
Maybe it's pretty clean. It's yeah. It
Ugh.
almost looks like something you'd find in a prop store. Like it's
Is there blood?
Like,
There's like a pool of blood around the hands, but there really isn't any other blood on the floor around the body, around where the body would be. Like there's nothing.
cool. Anything
That's
else?
odd.
What were they eating?
That's a great question. It is a fried pork chop meal with scalloped potatoes and a little bit of Brussels sprouts.
Better than pork. I mean, that's better than meatloaf.
Anything else happening in that room?
Really helping
No.
out there, Gary.
No,
Okay,
nothing. So as you
out, go down the hall.
as you turn out of this room and you're like, holy shit, you notice that you're looking into the kitchen, which is the next room. It's actually a pretty good sized kitchen, industrial sized kitchen. And once you flash your flashlight down, you notice that there's just like cutlery all over the floor, like just spewed all over the floor. And then you notice that there's an oven, and when you're looking at the oven, it looks weird because the oven, the things that go into the oven, what is that called?
The rack.
Rack?
No,
Yeah.
the trays, the
Okay.
rack,
There's-
the oven rack, yeah, the oven
Okay.
rack, yes. The oven racks are outside of the oven. They're not inside of it, and that's what
Is
you
there
noticed.
somebody
there
look in
random-
the oven?
It's up to you guys.
Are there random knives and like steak knives on the ground? If so, I would like to pick one.
There's one nice steak knife, like one nice butcher knife.
Cool, gonna take that.
Okay, that'll do 2d6 damage if you ever use it.
Hey, somebody with a gun, can you walk up to the oven and see what's going on in the oven?
Is there like, hold on, is there like another freezer or fridge that we're gonna have to find someone else screaming in?
You do see a walk-in freezer, but nothing else. Like there's no matted hair on it right now
Nope.
that you're seeing.
Right now. Okay, cool.
I'll open the oven.
Okay. As you open the oven, Gary, you're kind of taken aback immediately, and you see this body that like crunched itself inside, and it's in all white clothing, and you're like, oh, that's a chef's clothing, and you're like, oh shit, this is the chef, and you deduce, being the bookworm, you realize that this poor old man was trying to save himself from something, and he went in here and hid, but he must have suffocated because he's just white as a sheet.
Does he
Alright.
have his arms?
Hands?
You can't really tell. Like he's just like super balled up, but he doesn't. His hands are like, his arms are there and whatnot. Like
As long as
You
listen,
can see the arms.
I'm just trying to put the puzzle pieces together, hand to body.
that's true. But yeah, he's just kind of stuffed in there.
Can we
all
have a
dead.
group meeting real fast? Can like we talk?
Emergency meeting.
Emergency meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let
you
me
can
hit
have.
that button. What the fuck have we gotten ourselves into? I have questions. There was a man
What
shoved
did
in
you
an
bring
oven. We got hands, just hands, no body, just hands.
We got Demon Lady back at the bread and breakfast.
And no one seems to have power. So, thoughts, questions? This Four Loco's good, but it's not good enough to
I'd like to get the fuck out of
make
here
me
before
forget
we get
this.
no gas.
Unless you're trying to walk several hours throughout wherever the fuck place we are, we gotta figure something out here.
Like I said, would you rather have both your hands or a 6-round pick salad? Or, yeah, I said that. I'm ready to go.
I don't know. Are we going?
One of the
for-
players for UCF only had one hand. It's a thing.
Oh,
What are we doing?
Can we leave this house?
we're
Like,
already here. Let's just go upstairs.
Are we going
Let's
right?
see.
I hate white people.
Okay, well, I would like to leave, but we can't. We don't have a vehicle.
We make Jordan go first.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
last time.
He's the leader.
So, let's just go upstairs. See
Are we
what
going
the hell is
upstairs
in
or are
this
you
room.
going to the right?
well, you
Let's
guys
go-
went to the right. You guys are in the kitchen
The
right
right was
now.
the
Like
kitchen.
that's that was the kitchen. Yeah.
Oh, kitchen was right. Okay, never mind.
Yes. Yes.
Got it.
Go up these stairs. See if there's someone who can help us. Maybe
I think they are the
finally
ones
someone
calling
alive.
for help.
Yeah. Okay. So do you guys want to go up the stairs?
Yeah, let's go upstairs.
Not really.
Like not fucking really, but I guess we
Not
got to.
really.
Okay. As you ascend up the stairs, you come up and it looks like a scene from hell. It's not great. You see just blood splattered everywhere.
Is this blood splatter the same as the blood splatter in the truck?
No, it's kind of
Game of Thrones
everywhere.
could never.
Whatever.
And it's just all over the walls. And when you get up to the stairs, you have 1, 2, 3 rooms, and then there's a hallway going left and right. But you can remember from being outside that flashlight was coming from the right, like right corner of this building. So as you turn, you just kind of just see this blood splatter all over the walls. But you do see the room that would make the most sense for that to be coming, that person that would be in. And in fact, as you guys are kind of making your way up and your footsteps are being heard, the door opens a little bit and you see like their face peering out, and they are like
God.
they're shooing you in to come. You can tell it's an older woman just by what you can see on the flashlight. Gray curly hair, like maybe late 50s, early 60s.
Hey,
And
gun
she's
boy.
just like
Just
she's
my
just like,
age.
Yeah.
Gun boy, get up there.
I'm about to say I think I'm gonna Call of Duty style peeking through the door, shotgun drawn.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not gonna shoot the old lady immediately, but just in case.
He should.
I feel like every
I'll
old
follow
lady in
him with a
horror movie
flashlight.
ends up upside down on the ceiling.
Right, like crawling.
I'll follow him with a flashlight.
okay. As you like are going up with your gun drawn to her, she's
You're scaring the shit out of her. Put it
Ma'am,
away.
ma'am,
Just
I'm
come,
not gonna
just
shoot you.
and she's just come in my room, just come. And she's just telling you guys to come in really quick because she's obviously scared of something on this floor.
So there's other things in these rooms. How many rooms are there again? Sorry.
There are 3 doors that you saw for sure, and then she has a room. Her room number is 5, and there's a room number 4 to the left of her, and then if you turn around, there are rooms on the other side. It's like a mirrored image.
I think we go in the room.
She's just please come. I can't do this by
We
myself.
got
I can't.
2 guns and a knife.
Gonna tie her
All
arm.
right, fine, I'll bite.
Let's go in
You
the
gu-
room.
you guys can make a perception check on her if you want me to like.
I'd like to do that.
I'll make a
Yeah.
perception check. I have
Yeah.
+3.
Okay.
4.
That's actually totally fine. You can see this woman is like just pale white. She's terrified, and actually, you notice Gary too that like her pants are a little wet. Like she's pissed
Ooh.
herself. She's
Okay.
fucking terrified.
Now we're talking.
All right,
Gross thing to say to
I vote
that.
to leave Gary out of the room and
Like, leave him in the hallway.
We
We're
all-
going in.
What a
we all
weird
go
thing
in.
to say right there.
Close him out.
You stay
It's
out
me.
there.
We're worried about me. Got
All
it.
right, let's go inside.
Save Jordan. That's the mission.
All right, everybody goes inside but Gary, who is locked out of the room.
Gary is not allowed to be in here.
No, I guess we'll all go in. We'll
I
let
sneak in.
We'll leave Gary.
I have +2 sneak.
You guys all come in the room, and she shuts the door behind her, and she kind of just slides down the door and just starts sobbing into her hands, and she's I cannot believe what I saw and what I heard. I can't believe it. I can't.
Leader man, talk to her.
Ma'am, what did you see and what did you hear?
No, the leader guy has
No, I'm
one.
doing it.
I have the.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I did it.
We did do it, and I love it. So she just sorry.
Sorry.
She's crying in her hands, and she goes, the man staying in the room next door, he did something. He brought something into this world. I don't know. You have to go look. It's so ungodly, and I hid underneath the bed. I don't know what it was, but something came out of that room and started consuming people. I just heard it crunching and people screaming, and I don't know how I'm still alive. And she's just very obviously just super just freaked out, and she just keeps pointing to the room next to her, just being like, something in that room, something came from that room, and this kind of
It was like piss in here.
Go check it out.
Holy water.
That's what she's saying right now, and she's just super disheveled.
All right.
Jordan, do you have the rope still?
I have some of the rope.
Are we?
Yeah. Do you guys want to ask her
Are
anything,
you gonna
or
hang yourself? Like, what are we doing with the rope?
Maybe we can the third story, second story. Can we?
Did you just
Can we
speak
rappel out?
English?
No, I
I,
didn't.
wait. You can ask more questions about what she saw and what she heard.
What did you see?
Like,
What did you
what-
hear?
you said it was out of this world. Like, what do you mean out of this world?
Totally tubular. Like,
Good question, Jackson. Ball player burnout.
I heard this. I heard the man doing some chanting, and then some noise that just sounded like the gates of hell were opening, and the doors swung open, and I just heard it. I don't know. I think literally eating somebody outside in the hallway, and I just went under my bed and I just hid, and I've stayed here the whole time, and I've just been under here for about an hour now. And I looked out for a second. All I saw was all the blood. I looked into his room, and the sight that I saw was not okay in there. And maybe you guys
What did you
know what's
see?
going on. You have to look for yourself. I can't. And she just starts crying, and she obviously is very shooken up by what she saw. She's like, you just have to go and see. I can't look at it. I can't look at it.
I say we go look.
All right, Gary goes and looks alone.
Yeah, Gary,
With his
you're on
pants
your own
on.
for this one.
Okay.
I'll go with Gary. I have a gun.
What's
Okay.
a gun
I'll go
gonna
with
do?
them. I want to go with them.
I could shoot Gary.
Fair. You can shoot yourself.
All right. So me, Gary, and Chuck walk into this dark room.
And then Muncher, Jackson, and Sally, do you want to stay with the older woman, or do you want to go in the hallway?
I'm gonna stay with the older woman. I'm gonna ask her, like, how long have you been staying at this hotel? Like, we literally just got here this night. We have no idea what's going on. Like, do people?
say so. I don't
are there
really
other
know
people
the
here?
hallway.
Like, were there other people here? Like,
Good
was
question.
it always this
So,
deserted?
What's your name?
I'll have her answer all of this. So, I'm Susan Whitefield, and I've been staying here for about a week, and the man next door was here for just maybe a day or so, but I only passed him once in the hallway, and he had bloodshot eyes, and he looked really disheveled, and he was always carrying around this book. I don't know what the book was, but he was always carrying it around whenever I passed him in the foyer, in the hallway, and he just always looked so messed up, and I always got an uneasy feeling about him, but I don't know. There were other people staying here. I don't know if they're alive. I don't know if they're dead. I don't know. I'm not sure, but it was a pretty popular bed and breakfast. There were people here. Did you not see anyone else? Did she asks.
No. No.
Anyone else?
No, the only other live person we've seen tonight was the co-host of our Bread and Breakfast, who started cackling like a demon.
Oh well, don't tell her the demon part.
Damn it, Jackson! You're sending her off the deep end.
She's just terrified at that point. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much all you get from her. Gary and Chuck. Chuck, do you have a gun drawn? Like what's the situation entering this
Shotgun
room?
drawn.
Okay.
Letting Gary go first, but
Okay. So
You're in the back.
Dick Cheney. He was staying true to form.
So Gary, as you open the door, you're not sure what hits you first: the smell of piss and shit, or the smell of blood.
Patrick.
And
Patrick.
Favorite flavors.
like as you open, just that waft comes from the room, but then your eyes behold the sight before you, and you see a butt-ass naked man in a middle of a pentagram type drawing on the floor, and he has a large cut on his belly. He obviously bled out. There's blood everywhere. There's shit everywhere from his body, and he's holding a book of some sort, and the book has some papers that are loose hanging out of it.
I grabbed the book.
This is what we should probably call time.
No, not right now.
No?
Right after.
Okay.
Right after. I'll tell you when. So pretty much, as you grab that book, Garrett, I want you to make a perception check, and I'll tell you because you're a bookworm. So I'm gonna tell you, because as you're flipping through it, you're seeing
9.
diagrams. Oh my god, amazing. So Gary, as you're flipping through, you're seeing diagrams. You're seeing like weird, like archaeological type things that. And you're realizing that you're looking at something that has to do with like an archaeological dig that went wrong, and you get to the few pages that end up that are hanging out of the book, and I'm gonna send them to you now in the chat. The first one's dated January 3rd, and then the next ones are dated on today's date. I would suggest that someone read it out loud, so we all get the effect of it.
I picked Chuck. I want to hear how Chuck would say this.
I would say Gary's the one reading it, so it makes sense for Gary to read it out loud. Gary, is that okay?
Gary.
Yeah, I'll read it.
Okay.
January 3rd. This is the journal of Francis T. Whitaker. Our excavation unearthed more than I bargained for. Babylonian scriptures and enough findings to make my career, but it is more than that. The ancient writings speak of a demon, slumbering eternally after the war in heaven. The tablet's verses repeat again and again in my head. Strange whispers begin, just past hearing. When I close my eyes, if the murmurs were to persist, they could drive a man mad. I need to rest. The excitement of the excavation has overtaxed me.
We're literally playing Diablo. That's cool.
And then
Somebody drank the mummy juice.
October 13th is the next one.
Oh boy.
Want to do it, Pat?
Yeah, I just need to zoom in. Hold on.
I'll help you if you need to read anything.
Okay. October 13th. I wrote this here in the hopes that someone may undo my handiwork. For sacrifices have I made to resurrect the dreamer. For months now, it has whispered to me of hunger, of madness for months now. What?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Oh, sorry, that's a period. For months now, it echoed in my head and drove my hands to dark purposes.
Oh.
Really tough to read.
Yes.
I have killed 3, 2 whom I looked as. That's love. Okay, someone else read this. I cannot read
Here's
this.
why I'm loved.
Loved as well as a stranger. To complete the ritual, I am compelled to splatter to kill myself as the 4th. There I gave.
I
I
have
don't
kept the record.
Kept
I'll
the
read it.
record.
I'll read it. I'll read it.
That's not what.
Here I have kept the record of those killed to awaken the dreamer and its armies. Someone must find and destroy their desecrated bodies to break the magic I have wrought. The first to die was named by the dreamer, a man named Jeremy Hook, who passed through Belford.
Child.
When his name came to me, I found him at the hotel and strangled him. I threw him into a hole beyond Rick Gallagher's cornfields, 100 yards past the tree line of the 4th acre. I don't know how deep it goes. The second sacrifice I made was the foster mother who raised me. She lies in the graveyard to the north of the town where she was interred in August, under the headstone marked under her name, Margaret Booker. The third was Kate Brown, my fiance. They have her body at the clinic. The police suspect me in the death, and I have fled my house. My last sacrifice must be soon. My own body will be the final anchor for the spell that tears open the rift between worlds. Only by revoking each of the sacrifices can my crime be undone. May God and the world forgive me for what I am awakening.
Just revoked me.
Was that all in that letter?
Yeah, that was all what Gary pulled out
That
of
would
there.
have taken us 3 hours to read.
Isn't there another one?
That's all of it. I read all of it. But Gary, also with your decipher check, you realize when you're looking beyond that, you're noticing that the sacrifices, they have to be killed a particular way. They have to be killed by purifying fire or some sort of holy water or stake in order for them to truly die.
We have those.
So we have to find all these bodies? Is that what I'm gathering?
Yes.
Fuck. Cool. Got it.
Yeah. So this would be a good stopping point because we just discovered the real nature of what is going on in Belford.
Right.
But we quite literally just were in the wrong place in the wrong time.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
And this would be a great pausing point for us. So when we come back,
Wednesday.
we can start
Pick it
over
up right
again.
here.
Oh yeah.
All
Back in the bloody, shitty smelling sacrificial room.
All right.
This body, by the way, it's one of the sacrifices. So we'll have to do something with it when we get back.
Burn it.
Do we have to do them in order?
You're not sure about that? It didn't necessarily say.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well,
All right.
so we'll pause there.
How do we find that out?
We're about to find out on Wednesday.
Yeah, but if you leave the body in a hotel and then like
Well, we're like pausing game, like saving game. So like this is like the last moment is like Gary reading those final words.
I know.
To be
you're
continued.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you for everybody who has showed up, who has hung out. We appreciate you. We love you. We will be back Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, sharp. We will be picking this up. We will answer all of Kayla's queries about this immediately.
No, I got that
Christine will try not to be as cooked as she is right now. Gary, maybe he won't be disgusting. Who knows?
I wouldn't promise anything.
I wouldn't either.
Nobody.
But we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for enjoying this very weird situation that we are going through right now.
Yes. The guns will be used in our next session.
No.
I love this music to my ears, my lady.
I'm
You're weird.
Somebody
Oh,
wrote
he's the
that down
weirdo.
for me.
He's the weirdo.
I have a gun too. And a knife.
Hell yeah.
All right. We'll see you Wednesday, 8 p.m. Twitch.tv/Salty Virgins Club podcast. Also, I'm going to put this on YouTube. So once the VOD is up, I'm going to throw it up on YouTube.
Are you gonna
Oh,
combine the two
no.
into one big YouTube thing, or are you
Part
gonna
one.
It should be. It should. Yeah.
word?
Cool. Cool.
Love that.
I can.
No mentioning me unless they watch the video.
I'll send it to you.
I don't want that to show up when you search my name.
We've been good. It's fine.
What do you mean, Ashley Thickworth?
Yeah.
I don't think you should Google that. I feel like that's
Oh, no, I'm
very dark.
Googling that right after
Google
we're
that.
done.
Don't you worry.
Ew.
Don't you
Awesome.
ew him. You know what he's about. You know what he likes.
Don't put it on the internet. Just let him be
It's
weird
very
on
much
his
on the
own.
internet. What do you
Guys,
mean?
fuck off.
They
talk
really
about it
let me
every
Google
week.
them.
Leave it. Shut this down.
Ashley,
Shut it down.
Thickworth.
To be fair, okay, it's not that bad. Okay. See everybody
What?
Wednesday.
Jackson looked it up. Oh my god.
See what